Hey guys, Willie James here from Dreamhouse Music, and in this video we're going to talk about the 5-1-4 progression, how I use it, how to build it, and a few song applications. My goal is that you don't just copy the chords but actually know and understand what you're doing so that you can apply it to different keys and express it in various ways. I'll hopefully provide you with a good template that you could use, and then you could run with your own ideas. All right, so let's jump into it, the 5-1-4. But before we do, if you're new, you want to learn gospel piano from a beginner's perspective, then like, share, and subscribe. And there's some resources also in the description where you can get more help. All right, so let's get to it. 5-1-4. So we'll do the key of C. Okay, C major. So in gospel, we use the number system, which means we apply a numerical value to each note in the scale. So C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, G is 5, A is 6, B is 7, and C is 1. Okay, all the chords and progressions are come from these notes. Okay, so the 5-1-4 progression is G, C, F. So I'm going to show you the chords that I use for that. Right, so we could go from a basic diatonic perspective, right? So the 5 chord is a G, which is GBD, which you should know. If you don't, it's in the diatonic chords playbook. GBD is the 5, C is the 1, as you can see here, and F is the 4. 5-1-4. Right, but in gospel we try to play nicer chords than that. So let's show you how I play those chords with a song example. Let's go with This Is the Air I Breathe for 1. In the key of C, right? This is the air I breathe. So that was a 1-4 progression. Okay, so to get to this 4, we're gonna do a 5-1-4. Right, it's an approach. 5-1-4. This is the air I breathe. That was a 1-4. What I'm saying, we could do a 5-1-4. Okay, like so. This is the air I breathe. 5-1-4. Okay, what's that 5 chord? It's a G minor 7. Okay, so we're not doing diatonic. Diatonic is G, but we're doing a minor chord, so we flatten the 3 to a B flat and add the 7. Okay, because F is 7 steps from G. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. G and F are 7 steps away, so that's a G minor 7. Okay, repeat the G in the bottom. So that's the chord on the 5. This is to the 1, the air. What is this chord? It's simply a C dominant, okay, which is a C major 7. Okay, major 7th is the B, because B is in the C major scale. Dominant chords always have a flat 7. Okay, C 7th, all I did, I put the E on top, like so. Took out the E and the G, or you could keep the G too. Right, so that's the 5. This is the 1. Okay, this is the air I breathe. What is this chord? It's just an F major 7th. Okay, I took the 1 and the 5, the F and the C on the bottom, and then I'm left with that. So F major 7th. This is the air I breathe. All right, another way to do the 5 is like so. 5. Okay, what is this? It's an extension of the G minor 7th. I just added a 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. A is 9 steps from G, so G minor 7, G minor 9. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. But what I did is I put the G on the bottom, and we're left with this B flat major 7. I know it's saying A sharp, but B flat. But all we did was we did it in second inversion. Okay, same chord in different inversions. You gotta know your inversions. Okay, so we just put it an octave lower here. Right, so instead of this, you can also do this. And now this chord flows nicely into the 1 in this way, into the C9 in this form. Okay, so C7, we're playing a C9, but all we did is we took out the G, like so. So we're left with this chord, and so I play the C octave lower, and then I repeat the G. So you gotta know your basic diatonic chords, which is C major, C, E, G, 7, 9. Okay, you're just counting in threes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Up the notes in the scale, okay? The notes in the scale. That's how you build chords in threes. 1, 2, 3, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, E, F, G, G, A, B. But in this case, the B is flattened. And B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. Okay? So 5, 1, 4. Okay? You could pause and rewind this video if you have to. And then we did the F major 7th in that way. So this is the air I breathe. This is the air I breathe. Kind of messed up there. Another more intermediate chord is well, what we could do is we can do just a simple 1-4 instead of the 5-1-4. So we could just approach the 4 from just the 1. So this is the air I breathe. Okay, let's do a nice chord voicing here. So on the 1 chord, I'm gonna do a bit of a fancier chord. So it's a C7. I'm gonna repeat the E up here. I'm gonna add an A up here. What is A in the terms of C? Well, it's a 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if we're talking from this bottom note, the distance between these two is 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 and 6 are the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a C7 with the 13, which is the A up here. We're repeating the E, which is the 3. And we have the 9 on top. So you have this very nice open gospel chord. Okay? So this is the air I breathe. And then I'm playing the F major 7th like so, stacking the notes. So that's a different way. So this is, you could do voiceless, a voiceless chord, a rootless, sorry, not voiceless, a rootless chord on the 1 chord. Rootless means I ignore the bottom notes. Okay, so I'm gonna ignore the C and the E. Well, if you took out the C, it becomes rootless because it's out. Right? So it's still a 1 chord. I know my software is saying something different right now. But if I played the C, right? So that's called a rootless chord. I could do this. I could even take out the E, right? And you're left with this. Okay? So if you don't know your diatonic chords and how to do chord structures, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but that's what it is. So 1. This is the air I breathe. Ooh, what is this? It's just a 4 major 7 chord. Alright? You might be wondering what? All it is this. Right? It's in well, it would be 3rd inversion. Right? So 1st inversion, second root inversion, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Okay? It's the same chord, just in a different inversion. Inversions are the same chord arranged differently. Okay? So another shortcut is I just take the top note, which is a 7, and put it on the bottom like so. Right? Same chord. So I had it up here. But what I did was I took out the A and put it an octave lower like so. So you get this open, nice, lush chord. So from that fancy chord, it falls nicely. This is a 1-4. Right? This is a little bit more for intermediate. Basic is 1-4. Right? But the fancy chord, which is a dominant, well, yeah, it's a 13 chord. Rootless 13 chord. Let's put it in context. This is the air I breathe. And then you could go. This is the air I breathe. Right? So very nice. Let's try a different song. Maybe Waymaker. Waymaker starts on the 4. Waymaker, miracle worker. So the 5-1-4 you could use to approach that 4. So let's do it in context. You are here, moving da. I worship you, I worship you. So from the 6 you could go 5-1-4 into the chorus, right? So let's go back to the basics first. 5-1-4, waymaker, miracle worker, promise, right? 5-1-4, waymaker, right? Or the other way I taught you. Waymaker, miracle, right? 5-1-4. Okay, or the big fancy chord. So waymaker, miracle worker, right? Waymaker. It's still a 1-4. We ignored the 5 there, right? So I worship you. 1-4, waymaker, miracle worker, and so on, right? So you could take any song that has a 4 chord and use what I taught you and apply it. Maybe How Great Is Our God. That's a 7-3-6 is our God. The next chord is a 4, so we could do the all will see how great. That's the 5-1-4. How great is our God, right? How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. Here's a 5-1-4, and all will see how great. Or you could do that, and all will see how great. That's a 1 to the 4. Right, 1 to the 4. Basic, beginner, 1-4. More, a little bit more advanced, intermediate, 1-4. Right, remember it's just dominant chord. Well, it's the 13th chord into the 4 major 7, but then played in this way. So let's see why it's important to know your diatonic chords, because you got to know the basic chords, so when you play the bigger chords you're not lost. Okay, you understand that this is just the C major, the 7 with the 9, and we also added the 6 up top, but then we did it in this fashion here. We arranged the E, we took out the G, so we're left with this, the 3, which is the E's here, the A, which is the 13, and the 9. Okay, so we went from basic to a little bit more advanced to the 4. Alright, 4 major 7. Okay, we just inverted. Alright, so we went from here all the way to here. Alright, so hopefully that gave you some ideas. Just wanted to keep this video short, give you some tips. Try it with different songs. Any song that lands on the 4, you could do that 5-1-4. Okay, so run with it. Peace. Want to learn how to play even more gospel chords without theory overwhelm? Simply download the Top 7 Beginner Gospel Chords PDF by clicking the link in the description. You'll learn about the top 7 must-know gospel chords and how to use them in gospel songs you already know. Again, to get access, hit that link below, and I'll see you on the inside.